If you've ever listened to Dave Ramsey, a titan in the personal finance world, then you've heard it. Sacrifice now, hustle to pay off debt. And he certainly celebrates that do whatever it takes mentality, as he should, as we all should. But what if doing whatever it takes didn't have to mean burnout? Didn't have to mean missing life to get out of debt? What if you didn't have to choose between two bad choices? Hustling like crazy or staying stuck in debt? What if there's a smarter, less painful way to handle debt and build wealth at the same time? Here's the thing. I was watching Dave Ramsey one day, and this young woman was sharing her story. She paid off $234,000 of debt in 31 months, working 96 hours a week. 96 hours a week. And I'm mad there's no way to capitalize numbers on this screen. Cause like, what? The first thing I thought was, how much did she even make during this time? And immediately after that, I thought, how much growth did she miss out on? How much life did she miss? Because with that kind of discipline and that kind of drive, she could have done so much more with that money. No question about it. But back to her story. As she's sharing, the crowd is clapping, calling it discipline, calling it sacrifice. But all I could think was, at what cost? Yeah, her debt is gone, but so are the birthdays, so are the dinners, so are the lazy Sundays. And how could she have peace of mind during that time? Those 31 months, she can't get them back. But okay, who cares? We're here now, right? She did it. It's done. But that isn't freedom. Freedom in one area of your life shouldn't come at the cost of freedom in another. And this is what doesn't really get talked about or explained. When you throw everything at debt just to get it out of the way faster, you miss out on the opportunity to grow your money. Say you've got $1,000 a month that you're putting towards debt. And you decide, instead of doing that, I'm going to transfer this debt to a 0 APR credit card and split the difference. So you're putting $500 now down towards your debt, and you're putting $500 towards an index fund that has a return of about 8% a year. Fast forward 5 years, that $500 a month will have grown to about $35,000. While you're still paying off your debt manageably at a pace that doesn't drain you. It's crazy when you think about it, because you're not working as hard as this young lady was, but you're going to have more to show for it. Your debt is down, but your personal savings is up. That's the real power of working smarter and not harder. Think about it. She worked so hard to pay off her debt so fast. Yet you are splitting that, right? You're paying off your debt, but you're also investing. And at the end of it, you have something to show for it in investments, and she has nothing to show for it. I don't mean to demean that. That's great for her. But like, if someone's like, well, I paid off my debt faster. Good for you. Cool. But what do you have to show for it? I'm paying off my debt at a great pace, but I also have investments. It's a balance. It's a balance. Because honestly, financial freedom isn't just about getting out of debt. Most financially free people have debt. It's about building wealth while managing your debt. Look, while I know Dave Ramsey, and I'm sure that his process and his advice has helped many of people, it works for them, right? That's how they want to do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel there are better ways to get out of debt without missing out on life. If I had to start over on trying to reduce my debt, these are the exact 3 things I would do. In fact, number 1 is something I did recently with an old debt of mine. Move your debt to a 0 APR account. This allows all your money to go toward the principal without interest eating it up alive. So you don't have to work an extra 56 hours a week to pay off debt. You're going to be crushing this debt while it's at a 0 APR account. Number 2, create a spending plan. A plan that covers your bills, builds on savings, and still lets you enjoy life. I talk about the 70-20-10 rule in another video. It works. But if that's not for you, just find what works for you, for your personal situation. And number 3, automate investments even while you're paying your debt off, because your future wealth shouldn't be put on hold while you handle your past debts. There's literally no world where I'll think that paying off your debt while ignoring your investments and your savings is the smart thing to do. And if you've ever felt that the only way to pay off debt was to hustle harder, to sacrifice your life for money, it's not. There are better ways, and you deserve both financial freedom and a life you enjoy while building it. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, but what does that even look like for me? Let's figure it out. I offer free clarity calls where we can map out exactly how you can pay off your debt without burning out, and a way to start building wealth that feels good, not exhausting. Some people get nervous to have these calls because they're afraid of judgment. Judgment for what though? Trying to get your financial life in order? That's amazing. That's exciting. There's nothing better than the peace that comes when you have financial management. I'm just here to show you where your money could work harder so you don't have to. The link's below in my description if you're ready. You deserve a plan that doesn't suck the life out of you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.